See ya.
Yeah, see you guys. I never took the time, you know, to Morphling's the kind of hero where you're either level 20 on Dota Plus or you don't play that hero. You notice that? All the Morphling players are like platinum tier Morphling. Or you're Mason. You know, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, moving into game number 2, I have to side with the panel a bit. I think this is a game where if PL gets to his critical threshold, they will win. But I am nervous of that possibly happening. Morph should stomp mid. I think Troll will do very well bottom. PL is very good against Mars in the game, but the lane is really not that great. So we'll just have to see. I think we're going to see the classic Beastcoast lose all 3 lane strategy. Will it pay off for them, Grant?
That is the question, right? Because even last game, when they were doing pretty bad, they still had that one fight, and you said, when are we going to stop being surprised by this? And honestly, it felt like the game almost turned around there. And that's the thing with Beast Coast. They really are almost you can't count them out. And I know you can say that about a lot of teams. I would say Beast Coast is the biggest one.
Yeah, Beast Coast absolutely stands out to me as the #1 team to just be in a hopeless-looking scenario and then wipe the opponent.
Right, but they are going to secure 3 bounty runes on the dire side, so a nice, quick little start for the Beast Coast boys over there. This is a middle Morphling, by the way, so a little bit different here.
There are 9 tangos on this Leshrac.
My goodness.
Couldn't that, like, 6 of those tangos and that mango just be a stick? He's already queuing up the stick, but usually people don't ferry this much regen or start this much regen at the beginning because you could just ferry yourself the regen.
Now that you got your own chicken.
Yeah, so he's probably going to miss out on 2 or 3 stick charges before that stick comes to him.
Maybe it's because he lost his courier last game. He's like, nope, not feeding gold this time.
Interesting, yeah, maybe. But mid lane, we might be seeing... Okay, never mind. 40R did get changed when Chris Luck hit level 2. Just took a lot of damage there.
Yep, you have to be careful. Chris Luck, I'm sure he knows most of these matchups. He's not young blood anymore, right? We used to say Chris Luck, man, what a great new player. He knows the matchups, and he's a damn good player.
Yeah, he's been spamming a lot of Ember and pubs. You can see platinum level Dota Plus for him on that one. I've seen him first pick it a lot, so he is very familiar with the bad matchup on this hero. That does not mean he can just straight up overcome them.
Whisper, he's in a lot of trouble. He's getting right-clicked down. Costa Bele won't be able to bring him, but they will go after Schofield, and Whisper has to pop the Fairy Fire. And, well, he has a lot of tangos. It will be slow regen, but he'll get back up there. And why this game, they swapped their supports. So this time Grimstroke, the 5 goes top, and Theo, the 4 on Void, goes bottom. Is it just because Mars Grim is better, or why do you think they did this?
Yeah, I'd say because Mars Grim is better. I think Troll's going to win the lane no matter what. Okay. So Void Spirit's a bit greedier, right? Yeah. And I think the Grimstroke nuke is really scary for PL. I think it just gives them maybe the killing blow that's needed to threaten this PL. Not necessarily kill him, but
make him use his doppelganger.
Yeah, makes him have to be more fearful. It's going to limit the CS by virtue of the threat more so than anything. And they can make use of this big camp the way they are, I think is really good.
Meanwhile, middle, we see the Ember and the Morphling still going at it, 11-3 to 6-1. So Chris Luck having a pretty good time. You see him morphing. He is taking so much damage, but now he turns it around.
What I'm learning about this is, you know, Blitz said this matchup is so bad for Ember that Sammy Boy beat Koikfa with Morphling. I think this is saying that Sammy Boy is a god and Koikfa is just hot trash.
Yeah. Now I think he meant in game, but you know, this lane is tough. How do you just skill the Morphling in this game? Or, I mean, not skill. How do you itemize the Morphling in this game? You're not like the hardest carry. My bad as we see that first blood go down bottom. Theo Licor once again. Damn, his Void Spirit, he's pretty good at this laning phase, apparently.
He's got the Whirling Axe slow, which makes it very reliable, I think, to get the Ether Remnant hit.
Oh. Wait for him forward to get that range creep as they continue to trade far middle.
I'm not a fan of Leshrac offlane this patch. I think Whisper's offlane heroes are a bit out of meta, and I'm curious if Beast Coast ends up adjusting it over the course of the patch. He likes to play these int offlaners, these position-based ones. I don't think they're very good right now. They are going to go on Theo Core, though.
Yep, you got to be careful because there is a Troll Warlord, but Theo might just get right-clicked down. He actually gets blocked by his own teammate, and now Costa Bele. He's in little trouble. They back out. But there you go. They trade back, so 1-for-1 in that bottom lane so far. Tavo accidentally just missed a spear top, and now Hector thought about it but won't. I do like this top lane, right? You have the Frost Shield and the Ink Swell. You're just going to have a melee just running at you. One of them's going to have a shield on. Have fun.
Yeah. Tavo being aggressive on to K1 here. You're seeing the struggle PL has. He's 11-1 to the Mars 17-8. I've played this matchup both sides a lot, and it pretty much always goes like this. But eventually, the Mars Spear, Regen Rune taken from 40 or by 40R, that's very good. But the Mars Spear only hits, like, it only impales the first unit it hits, including illusions. Yeah. So later on in the game, PL is incredibly strong versus Mars, but in the early game, not so much, because you just take the damage from the spear anyways, and that's more so important in the laning stage. But back and forth bottom, this lane is a brawl.
It is.
To say the least.
And both teams, they get low, but they're okay
and
sticking
top,
around.
We have Inkswell being used, Layla's getting stunned up, and uses the shield, or the God's Rebuke to finish him off.
Nicely done. So 2 for 1. Quick lead for NoPing. It's less than 1,000 gold still. Felt like NoPing was already further ahead because that bottom lane last game really was just, it was a super struggle for Beastcoast and already doing a lot better job.
I think it's noteworthy that whatever's happening mid is pretty surprising and is a potential game swinger for Beastcoast here. It is slightly getting worse now. Morphling coming back, evening out the score. Had to force Ember back to base. A little bit of an engagement over the bounty runes. Yeah, it's away from them, but everyone was going for the bounty runes. But the fact that Morphling is now controlling this lane, it is effectively going to be 3 lost lanes for the Dire squad.
So the Beastcoast Classic, it feels like. The question is, when do they turn it around? When do they? I mean, you do not have a Bloodseeker this game, so PL, he's just going to want to farm, right? You are definitely not going to do that. Meanwhile, Chris Luck, middle, he's getting right-click down.
No
this
ult.
is scary, the right-clicks. He pops a Fairy Fire. Will it be enough? It is!
Wow, 40R.
40R going beast mode on Chris Luck, middle there. That is, as you said, that's a game changer. That's solo kill. Oh.
The problem is, as a PL, you're expecting your team to make space for you. And
oh, spear into the tower. Is he dead? One more attack. No, he gets out on. It felt like Tavo might have been able to just right-click him there.
Yeah, I think he thought he was dead.
And now KJ missed the kill as well. And now, honestly, Hector's like, cool. Well, let's farm the jungle a little bit and run back up.
Yeah, I don't think he's cool about this.
Not cool, but at least you have
he's
the tango,
happy he didn't die,
the headdress.
But this lane is very frustrating for PL. You just pretty much insta-give his illusions, and you just throw your spells out as Mars. And going for that wand, he might get the impale here and just kill him.
Out. He's
waiting for him to doppel.
Yeah.
That was impatient by Tavo. I have nothing else to say about that. But then KJ just snipes him, so.
Nicely done there.
Recovered
Bottom lane,
there.
they're going in as well. Ooh, Whisper dodges that 8th, the Remnant. They're going to throw out the tag team, but just some harass, or do they throw out the stun? Whisper still considering it. Ooh, and misses it. Level 2 on that stun, so a little bit smaller AoE.
That Grimstroke nuke is exactly why I thought he was top. I said it was going to be the finishing killing blow, but right there it quite literally was.
And so now more than 1,000 gold lead for NoPing. A lot like last game in their laning phase.
Here to make something happen in the bottom lane, put some pressure on the Costa Bile lane.
They might. There's going to be the 8th Remnant pulling him in. Stun once again.
What the heck?
Whiffs by Whisper.
Off.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused right there. They go in, though. Chris Luck gets the kill. If Costa Bile can somehow bring him down, that would be insane. Will he be able to, though? He is chasing, and he won't. Instead, KJ ends up getting Lella's top. That was on me. My bad.
Morphling's putting a ton of pressure mid.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, almost gets the shards, but uses the snow.
Oh.
What? Oh, wait, what?
Is he still...
When you morph back, do you come out of the snowball?
You just come out of the snowball, looks like, yeah.
I just learned something.
Okay.
I think he did, too.
Dude, I thought he was just, like, floating in still, but no, he was controlling himself. So bottom lane, they move in again. Whisper is just going to get right-click down. A lot of damage being done, and a perfect stun from Whisper. Goodbye, Theo Lacour.
Wow.
Goodbye, Costa Bile. Hello, Whisper, saving the game for Beastcoast in this bottom lane.
That is so huge. Wow. What does he have flying out here? He has mana boots. Big for him.
And if he wants another brace, or he can pick it up now, that 500 gold. There's a snowball on ADR. Nope, it's on the creeps, but this is not looking good for the Tusk. Tries to ice shards him out. Won't be able to. He's just getting right-clicked. He's hasted. Needs 2 more attacks, but he's juking. He's jiving. Theo Lacour pauses. He says, ADR, focus. You've got this.
Meanwhile,
he's in
top,
the
by the way, might as well flash there real quick. He's dead on Tavo.
Yep.
Rotated top on Ember. Really important kill, by the way, because PL is level 5 and Mars is level 6. And if PL had to leave lane before level 6, it would just shift the momentum of this game so much. But because you're going to get this kill...
14-1 charges.
He's dead. I think. Okay, he's dead. Nice dodge by K1 as well.
And now you might get a double kill, but Costa Bele coming in to help the team. That is a good rotation from Troll. And they move forward. Chris Luck thought he had a good rotation, which he did, getting the kill, but out of nowhere comes the Troll. And that's just because now Whisper, he took your bottom tower, and he's level 7. That double kill actually just kind of made it so the Troll can't go bottom anymore, right?
Yeah, it opened up the map. I think Troll naturally wants to rotate anyways, but it might be a bit earlier than he wanted to.
And you see actually Whisper, second highest net worth in the game, only behind that Morphling who, oh no, going for Schofield again. He's rolling forward to the creeps, clears one out. Aether Remnant goes down and perfectly placed. Yes, sir. And we are seeing why. We talked about it. Theo was one of the OG 4-position Void Spirits. He is damn good at this hero. Top lane, Costa Bele will go down to Chris Luck. Bottom lane, Tavo gets Whisper. It's a kill in every single lane in the last 10 seconds.
That was like 3 solo kills or 2-on-1s. Or solo kills in the bottom lane.
That kill bottom. 523 gold to the Mars, though. That is huge, and a lot of levels. Middle lane, they're rotating. KJ will get locked down. Schofield gets shielded up. They will attach him together. They don't have too much, and he can't snowball. Will they be able to bring him down before the leash ends? No. Leash will end. He has the snowball. He goes on the creep. 40R, denies it. Doesn't want to give him that. Chris Luck ends up getting the kill on KJ. Aether Remnant thrown down, misses. Costa Bele, he's chasing a lot. He has his ulti. He hasn't popped it before the stun. Will he get it off? He does, but he doesn't want to waste it or run into a tower with it.
Go hit some creeps, Costa Bele. What are you doing, buddy?
ADR backs out. Schofield ends up going down. Tavo, he's at the tower. It's an absolute bloodbath. He's going to go down now, though. What is going on in this game, BSJ?
Dude, this is a clown fest for sure. Costa Bele just revived, showed up mid, took like 90% of his health and damage, and then walked away. He didn't do a single thing. I was like, what is he doing, dude? Just hit some creeps. Cues up the battle fury. You know that's the moment he's like, okay, guys. Okay, see you later in about 15 minutes, boys. I'm out.
And we'll see if that's what he does, obviously.
Iron Talon the Ancient, dude. Why aren't you doing it? It's 50%.
It does work on Ancients. Now there it is.
Oh, I was a bit nervous there.
He will net him, but top lane, they're going in. It will be an Ink Swell. KJ will just get it, and we see the replay right here. They just move in, leash him up, and as you said, you can't snowball out, but they weren't able to bring him down in time, so everyone just gets away. And well played by Chris Luck getting the kill.
That's the most value deny I've ever seen.
I mean, that's 7 gold.
Meanwhile, they do take the mid tower as we were watching this replay, and Troll dies in his jungle. So nothing of importance really happened. That's pretty standard stuff going on so far.
This is scary if you're this Troll Warlord. They're going to look for Schofield. He snowballs down to the creeps. And yeah, this is probably, I believe it might be Schofield's second most played hero behind the Tiny. So he knows the ins and outs of this here as well. Whoa, the Lich almost gets one shot, but instead 40R, he's in a little bit of trouble. He changes to the Ember. Does pop his wall, and they lock those two together, but he's just trying to run away at this point. Has no abilities up on the Ember because of the skill build. Schofield will end up going down. KJ died to Whisper on the backside. There's going to be a leash down. Double Remnant onto Theo. He jumps away. No way he lives. Whisper finds him. And Whisper, even though he had a rough first 5 minutes, he has kind of taken this game under control by himself.
Yeah, and this is all the space K1 needs. Meanwhile, Troll is getting ran at by a Leshrac, so this bodes incredibly well for the Dire squad. He's doing a nice little cute trick here, doing about 80% of the tower's health and damage over the course of 10 seconds. Very effective, very balanced. Thank you, Ice Frog.
And as you talked about, the jungle, look at Troll. He's just farming this camp. He's like, will he go up the hill? No. Smart idea, my friend.
Please don't. That camp is dangerous enough, but that walking up that hill is asking to die.
And I believe both teams might know those wards are up there now, so we might get a double D ward eventually. Waveform range taken by the so you're going to the late game. Is it a Morphling Troll that you like late game, or is it straight up this PL? It is PL? Okay.
Yeah, especially the way this game's going. Unless he dies
Hector could be in a little bit of trouble. They just throw out the ulti. They find the real one. Goodbye, Hector. He goes down. They want to look for Schofield now. We see the Mars dancing around. Will he get the spear? Nope, whiffs it. But the Waveform 4 does a lot of right-click damage. God's Rebuke there. Nice pull in ADR. Double kill. Man,
that was a really good arena. He prevented the save, made sure that he threw the arena around the circle that PL could possibly come out of. which was really just well played overall. The spear, there's a warning spear.
They got the kill. That's what matters. Sometimes you just throw the harpoon.
If you walked that way, you'd be dead.
Have you ever read Moby Dick?
No.
Okay. That's pretty much what happened. The harpoon comes out, Moby Dick's dead.
There you go.
Oh.
Couldn't have
It's a
said
sad
it better
book.
myself, man.
Yeah. Whisper has a
Does have
full
a blink
use.
dagger, by the way, on Tavo. That's a pretty big one for the Mars.
Who needs to make the plays? Does Whisper need to do what he's doing, like pressure bottom, or does he actually need to be involved with the team fighting because of how farmed he is?
He 100% has to be involved every single time an engagement happens. He is the primary source of damage, and they have to be playing 4v5 without the PL.
Theo just
Interesting he
runs
went
out.
Yules, because they have Ember to set up the stun for him.
Theo's dead. No, he's not. He will jump over again. That's his third escape used. There will be a spear back onto Whisper, but Chris Luck runs forward. He's going to pick him up. Will Tavo get hit? No, he continues to run. He's still okay. Punched into the air. Schofield will take that kill. Still, Hector farming top. Troll trying to farm his own jungle. And the other four running at each other. 24 kills in 14 minutes here.
I don't know how I feel about the Perseverance on Troll first. You have the Royal Jelly, and you need some damage towards the battlefield.
Back when Perse used to give free damage, maybe.
Yeah.
That was always the best. Like,
I
where does
missed
the
that,
damage?
man. That was nice.
It used to be 10, right?
10
It
damage.
was a lot.
It felt so good, even though it really didn't do too much.
But it was free. It was you literally
you built
bought
it for
nothing.
the regen, and you got 10 health. Or you got 10 damage.
Top lane, they will be pushing in. Chris Luck here, and look at this. Hector here as well, I believe. Theolacor will throw down the 8th rem. They get a punch in the air. The Mars spear goes off. It only hits onto one, though. Lelis goes down. Theo goes down. KJ is dead. Whisper is just unloading so much magical damage. But now he's taking a ton. He has his Yules up, so you can't just kill. 40R could be in a lot of trouble. Tavo trying to help out. He switches to Ember, throws down the chains. Yules into the air. Schofield finds another one. He is playing this Tusk out of his mind right now. Him and Whisper. They know they messed up last game, and they have turned it around this game.
They already have 10 more kills on those two heroes than they did all of last game.
Yeah, and Whisper's 8, 1, and 2.
And they have 10 kills.
Damn.
Sorry.
There's going to be the roll. We see the replay. And yeah, that Tavo almost had 3 of them, but instead he only gets 1 support. If you manage to trap Whisper in there, that might be a full different fight.
Leshrac is one of the best heroes in the game versus Mars. I actually forgot about this, but I was playing Mars in pubs, and Arteezy picked the safe lane Lesh against me 3 times in a row, and it felt unplayable, because even if you get him inside the arena, it's the whole who's trapped in with who situation.
Yeah, and we are going to see, it looks like Schofield goes down first. Theo was looking for more. We'll just get the D ward.
Leshrac's just like, hey, you want to be up in my face? I dare you. I do a bajillion damage with my ultimate as well as Diabolic Edict.
Especially we're seeing if they go for the rune here. Theo maybe a little overconfident here that he has enough defensive spells. Astral Step just comes back up with 1 charge, and he'll go down. Almost, we're going BKB next on Leshrac. It seems these two South American teams, I love it. Usually you see some teams, we're never going to get BKB. They're always going 1 item into BKB on a lot of these heroes.
Yeah.
Not scared to pick it up early.
Battle Fury on Troll's quite delayed. Morphling does have the E-Blade, so his damage output is quite heavy. I think this Leshrac has to be scared now, because he has this timing where he has no BKB yet. He's only got 1,500 health, and E-Blade plus Mars combo 100% dies. They're going to smoke up. They saw Costa Bile get smoked. So they know the rest of them are.
Oh, they want to kind of go in. KJ from behind, he might just die immediately, tries to throw out the stuns, can't even use any of his other abilities. He doesn't have any buyback. There's going to be the Mars Arena onto 3. Lelis throws out his Chain Frost, but it's bouncing into the creeps. Now back to Tavo. Whisper, he somehow survives into the snowball. Will it be enough to keep him alive? Whisper, he pops his stick. He is so much AoE damage going around, but Chris Luck is in trouble. So is Costa Bile and Tavo. Everyone is so damn low. He goes for the kill, but he's morphed too far into strength. But guess what? I'm the Ember Morphling, and he gets the kill there. Now Schofield's on the run. There's the Deathblade. It's Hector, though. He comes from the jungle, which he was far. Will he get it? No. Schofield rolls onto Theo. Will it hit him this time? It does. Hector runs on over, gets the kill. But Whisper does go down in that fight, and he was sitting near the top of that net worth.
700 gold for Morphling.
And that's huge. As you talked about, it's only the kill streaks, BSJ. Don't matter your net worth no more.
That's why I always make sure I die after getting 2 kills, Grant.
Yep. Smart.
It's the only reason I die, no other reason.
You're just denying the gold.
Yep. Vampire Fangs on Morphling, quite valuable. And he's going for a BKB.
Yeah, like we said, second item BKB. Yep. I love it.
You needed to get the Diffusal Blade of PL coming out in about 1,000 gold. K1, super farmed, super heavy recovery. Actually takes that Grove Bow as his farming item.
Just for the attack speed?
Yeah, I guess 15 attack speed is his item of choice.
And we see as you talked about, they kind of knew the smoke was coming up here. Costa Bile, it felt like they did, but they kind of just went in. Maybe they were fine taking this fight either way. The Grimstroke only got one silence off. Now middle, they're fighting again. Who's gonna get who though? The pull in, there's gonna be the Mars ulti, it's on to 4. 40R might be the first one to die. No, he makes it out. Spear Vessel on him, same with the double damage rune. Lelis goes down, Theo throws down another Aether Remnant. Tavo, next one to die. Whisper so close to dying, but guess what? The Essence Ring neutral item saves him from going down. Oh, and they find KJ.
Morphling
this could
has a
just be a 3-for-1. The Morphling will come back, and Whisper goes down. Spear Vessel is attached to him, though. Got to be a little bit careful if you're this Morphling. He changes, throws out the chains, oh no, and now they're turning it around. ADR having such a good game. They aren't able to get Schofield, but this would be a great kill. It's Chris Luck.
Yeah, originally in the fight, 40R was initiated onto, so he morphed full strength, didn't do any damage, but he was able to disengage, bottle up, use the DD, come back in, E-Blade burst down the Leshrac.
Schofield?
The jukes.
Theo? All right. See ya. Dude, this game has been something else right now. We have 40 kills in 19 minutes. As you see, the Troll does get his Battle Fury finally. Still before 20 minutes, and he had a pretty rough lane after that double getting killed by Leshrac twice, having to rotate out.
He also has the Mythal Hammer on top, so he didn't just get the Battle Fury. He's had it for a minute or two now. Just to make sure people at home are not like, 20-minute Battle Fury, lol, yeah.
Nah, he's not. Costa Bile, one of the most consistent South American players over the last 5 years. One of the few names that has made it through all this time.
Theodore doing a good job of capturing the top outpost right before the 20-minute mark, so that will be an even split for the two teams. Leshrac still working on that BKB. That Essence Ring has been serious value for him, but he is still very susceptible to that Morphling E-Blade combo that we've seen. These BKB timings are going to be very important. The fact that PL has the luxury to not have to go BKB is what makes him scale so well this game. Has the Manta and the Diffusal complete. Takes over the #1 net worth. Standard Hector things.
Standard Hector, as you say. Can I have that heart? It's still a little bit away. Looks like they want to take this bottom tower. Whisper will just break down the trees, so if anyone TPs, won't be hidden. And this should be a free tier 2 tower. Bottom, top lane. Costa Bile looking for a tier 2 of his own. And I think we're just going to see a trade. Middle lane, though, we're going to see Chris Luck go down. Pardon me, he just got speared up.
He, I believe, got Searing changed by the Ember.
Into that, yeah.
Blitz mentioned that in the draft. I think that's a pretty big oversight, picking this Ember like this.
Yeah.
When the Morphling is, compared to Storm, right? Morphling doesn't really benefit all that much from morphing into Storm.
At all.
But from Ember, Sleight of Fist Chains is one of the most incredibly broken non-ultimate combos in the entire game.
And you get some damage reduction from the E.
Yeah, not to mention the Flame Guard, right? But the Searing Chains combo he's been using a lot to catch people and lock them down himself. So he's not only mobile, but he also supplies the control. Laylis does have the value of this Philosopher's Stone. That's pretty important for him, I'd say. It's going to account for probably half of his net worth 40 minutes into the game. And we're working on a heart on PL, potentially a Basher. He already has the Ring of Taras, so almost certainly going to go for the heart first.
When does the PL become the god of this game? Is
I
it
would
2
say
more
heart
items?
+1, yeah.
Okay.
So at that point, he not only is incredibly hard to bring down, but he also... Oh my God,
Hector.
the damage.
Easy there.
But he also will do damage. Right now, he's still at the vulnerability point, and he's basically removed from this fight. So they're going to chase after Schofield, looking for more, knowing that Hector is effectively not going to be able to contribute.
Yeah, they're just farming now in the dire triangle, the Radiant chilling up here.
Without taking Roche, this is kind of an interesting play to move to this side of the map prior to getting the Roshan, especially when you have such good AoE spells like the Mars ultimate that'll let you feel pretty good about fighting around the Roche pit. They do have a ward on the high ground coming out from the Radiant, so they do see Beastcoast mingling in this area.
Oh, there's going to be the shotgun immediately. BKB gets popped. He just wants to right-click. The Lich almost dead. Aether pulls in. He does get his ulti off, so it will be bouncing around, but it's got godlike for the Morphling. They look for Whisper, who does pop his BKB. That's going to be 10 seconds long.
Combos.
They get him again. It is a Blade Mill on Ember, but oh my goodness, his life.
The Searing Chains, man. It's just so good.
It just locks him down, right?
Yeah.
He counters himself. It's and they just go right into Roche. You said it last game. The fact they just play so well as a team, like you saw right after that kill, they all went to Roche. It wasn't like one person said Roche and people followed. They were just in line as a team.
Yeah, they know it's their objective. It's pretty natural when you have this beyond godlike Morphling and a Troll Warlord, a very natural Roche. They give it to, that is a bit peculiar to me. I guess he is your high ground sieger, but Morphling,
Theo.
I don't know.
This could be a pickup. There's the F-Blade, gets the Frost Shield. Oh, he's trapped himself. You can't find me. Well, they found him.
Easy spear. That's a spear you're not going to miss.
Is this are we going high ground, my friend?
I think you are perfectly fine to. There is no punish for walking up to the high ground here, meaning there's no arena, curse, egg. You know, there's no serious team fight, but they're actually going to try to address this Leshrac split pushing. He has a BKB TP if he wants to just get out. Butt spear off the mark.
Oh my goodness, he doesn't
without
BKB.
BKBing.
And now he could pause BKB. He might go for the kill. Theo, he's 2-8. He's like, at this point, if I die, but he dodges it anyways. Whisper still hasn't committed any of his abilities yet. He has the Essence Ring, no mana for it. He pops BKB. He just wants the kill on Theo. Will he get it? He does. Now he's looking for the tower. He's getting right-clicked down. KJ says, I'll hit him and take it if I need the courier.
Oh my god, that would have been valuable. That would have made it worth. Honestly, a lot of time taken, but he's the number 2 net worth on his team. He's effectively the mid laner in this game.
And he's all your tower push at this point too, which he was trying to do, but yeah, he just didn't BKB TP, and then it's not like he was saving the charge because he uses it when he knows he's going to die, because there's no way you're living after that, right?
Yeah, he played it. That's just a very greedy move. There's really no other way to describe it. I like that the Trolls kind of doubled down on this PL illusion clear. The Mjolnir is pretty necessary nowadays. The Maelstrom is not enough. The Battle Fury is a farming tool. I like Battle Fury against PL not only because of the cleave, but you also lose all your mana at some point in the fight, and you have a relevant enough amount of mana regen that you'll end up having these 50 mana spells to cast once again. Seems kind of irrelevant, but it actually pays off, especially when you're farming and he's poking you down with some illusions. Arcane Rune again on the Morphling. That's 2 times in a row I've checked his inventory and he has an Arcane Rune. Going for the Scotty. I'm not necessarily a fan of that.
What would you have wanted to see instead? Oh, he's looking for a kill right now, though, and they're going to find it. Schofield, he's slowly getting eaten by the bug. Costa Belay from the low ground. I'll take that.
I'm feeling like a Butterfly Satanic type build for the Morphling, but Scotty's a nice luxury item. It's just usually only good against ranged heroes in terms of the slow. It's helpful against Lesh BKB, but it doesn't really do anything to the Ember or the PL.
And a Titan Sliver picked up.
Very valuable item.
And Hector's Courier just dies, just kind of flying around.
It's so easy to get caught up in the game and not even remember your courier anymore. He does get the heart delivered, though, so it's not like it had a valuable item on it. Quickening Charm found by Ember. That's a nice item.
It is.
Telescope found by PL, so that'll be nice for the Lich, probably.
Craggy coat on both teams as well. Costa Belay, though, now that he has that Titan Sliver, he's got the Aegis going for Mjolnir like you talked about. When does the PL still want to get involved with that Basher, or does he even need a +1? Is this one of those games where his team keeps dying, so it makes him have to get a +1 over and over? Or
yeah, he's not really going to reach a threshold where he can solo kill people. The Silver Edge is quite nice against the Troll as well as the Mars, but
oh my, 40R. He's up here.
He has a DD now. Jesus, these runes are so good for Morphling this game.
And the fact he has the bottle, right? Sometimes people might just skip, but he did go middle. He's been keeping it. As you said, Arcane Rune, double damage. He even had that Haste Rune that helped him get a solo kill bottom. And he's done a very good job controlling these runes against an Ember who kind of wants to be the one getting all the runes.
Costa Belay does have the full Mjolnir done. Sure, he'll go probably Satanic, if I had to imagine. Something to tank him up a bit.
Especially with that Titan Sliver, get a little extra. They do want to take a fight, it looks like, on Beastcoast. Who are they going to go for? 8th the Remnant pulls in the Tusk.
They cannot deal
jumps
with this
forward. Here we go. Chris Luck is there. Pops the Blade Mill. 40er. He pops his BKB. He's still just getting right click. He will wait for him on over. Nobody has died quite yet. The Mars Arena goes down. Snowballs on out of it. There goes KJ up on the Grimstroke. He will buy back immediately. Costa Belay has used his BKB. It's going to be wearing off. They know where the real Hector is, but can they kill him? He's just trying to right click him down instead. Chris Luck, he's getting locked down. He's rooted. Do they have the damage? They do. Spear takes Schofield away. They rooted K1 down. He has the heart. Can he make it out and regen? Well, he's full HP, so he doesn't even have to. The Troll has lost all the mana. He is just going to go down. The Whisper is going to go down to Tavo as well. He's chasing him. He gets him. Lelis trying to run Costa Belay, loses his Aegis. He's okay with that. Oh my goodness, 40R. is just too strong, it feels like. They're trying to jump in. Chris Luck, he is back in the fight. Tavo still alive. Look at him dancing back. You can't hurt me from the front, my friend.
E-Blade
They really can't. F-Blade helps him out. The Mjolnir gets popped. Dude, Tavo is still just running backwards. They can't kill him. He doesn't have mana, so he doesn't take damage. But they finally bring him down.
Oh, that E-Blade was actually a throw. The Troll Warlord was like 12 fervor stacks wailing on the PL with no Manta to get out of the net.
He definitely thought he had more morph agility. He's like, I'll just finish him off. Whoops, saved him.
He thought he was going to finish him, but the Heart of Tarrasque gives you that extra health regen amplification.
Yes.
And, oh, it doesn't, does it buff Wand? Is it regen or?
Just says health regen,
I guess
so I don't
it's
think
regen,
it would.
so it's not Wand. He just popped a full wand and thought the Morphling E-Blade was going to kill him, but it didn't. That's why I was mentioning it. Oh, he also popped a Greater Fairy Fire. That's why. I was wondering why he had such a massive burst of health that the Morphling was not prepared for. That makes sense. That definitely was way more than 300 health.
All right. You have a Quickening Charm on each team. Do you give the Quickening Charm to your Morph because he is going Ember every time? Is that a real thing? Because he has Vampire Fangs, which is really good, but it feels like that's kind of falling off. The percentage is pretty low on that.
It's like he has no health sustain item, so if he doesn't have Vampire Fangs, even when he's just farming or taking random harass in the middle of the fight, Morphling's just so impactful with 15% lifesteal. You would have to get a really good item, I think, to merit replacing it.
We'll see. Morphling level 21 now. They are up 5k gold. 30-minute runes are going to be spawning here. Both teams kind of in the same area, this middle top-ish lane.
Both teams have an outpost.
Oh, give me that experience. Who's going to get some levels? And they're going in for Whisper right now. The rune will end up spawning bottom, so no one will find it. Yule's into the air on that Morphling. Aether Remnant placed down. They clear out the illusions and back up. Maybe. They do. Hector, he has the Shadow Blade. Didn't even go the Basher first.
Very Hector-esque type build, but honestly, he's probably more of a threat on the map with a Silver Edge than he is with a Basher. I have to imagine he doesn't do it. You saw how much damage he did to Mars there. The 70% damage reduction effectively makes you have more than 3 times as much health against front damage. So when you're wailing on him with PL, if that passive is active, you're doing virtually nothing.
We are going to see quick pause here. A little bit of microphone issues. So let's break it down. Let's talk about the win conditions for each team. I know, a little bit of a buzzword, but you said for Beastcoast, is it just Hector getting a lot of items and then just outplaying them?
It has to be. The troll itemization, I think, is allowing NoPing to deal with the PL longer than a normal lineup would be able to. But at some point, so what happened last fight was PL took probably 5,000 damage and didn't die, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't bring down the supports that fast. So what that's like Silver Edge plus 1 item will do, I think his timing's been a bit longer now just because of the lead that NoPing has, is he'll kill the supports fast enough that he can also, he's not going to be isolated by the end of the fight, because the goal is to kind of kill the rest of his team and isolate him. But if he threatens the supports, the Troll Warlord, he just has to avoid in fights.
Bottom lane.
Yeah, bottom. A lot of damage. Hard to kill PL with Shadow Blade too, because you can Manta. Oh,
almost gets it with the side butt spear, but K1 just pops the Silver Edge, or the Shadow Blade, pardon me, and runs out. That's almost a full tier 3 tower down. Oh, he's not the biggest.
Is isolated. All done by Hector split pushing.
It is. He pops the Mjolnir. He does have a BKB and an ulti. He pops the BKB. It looks like he just wants to get out. He's going to TP. Do they have anything to stop?
Punch, don't they?
They do, but he was away.
Oh, wow. That was a little bit, I'd say, greedy maybe by Schofield, going for the snowball that went through the troll onto his ally.
Yeah.
Knowing that his BKB TP is really his only way out of that. So kind of your job as the Tusk. Rare slip-up, I think, from Schofield. He is quite the Tusk player.
He is, and we see the Roshan will respawn in a minute 30 seconds. Both teams have been playing around and check-in, and it feels like, yeah, at this point, a Aegis and Cheese feels like 2 Aegises on, like, NoPing, and you don't really want to give that away to a Morphling as well as a Troll. Okay, Silence is going to come out on the Ember Spear, but they're just going to kill this Grimstroke. He will lock 2 of them together. Do they have any spells? 40 Rs here. He gets gazed in by Lelis. They're doing a ton of AoE damage. Tavo, he's just in trouble. He might just go down. He throws it down, but spears Whisper into it. Theolacor doesn't do that much damage, so he can't kill him. Tavo finally goes down. 40 on the backside will get Chain, can they kill him? Stun comes out, but he BKBs it. Now he wants to chase. He's going for Whisper. He's just right-clicking, and he gets the kill. When his BKB wears off is when the fight really begins. It feels like Hector might try to run away, sending all the illusions in. They're trying to clear it out. Whisper will buy back. Into the air goes Void Spear defensively. Costabile does get his ult down. He's just right-clicking Schofield, healing so much. They get the kill. Double kill beyond godlike for this Morphling. They can't bring him down. They jump forward for more. Chrysalis, triple Remnant in, doing ton of damage. They know Costabile doesn't have any items or abilities up right now. He has 10 wand charges, and that's it. He's locked down. He will die. Tavo just bought back. This is going to be a dieback, trying to protect the rest of his team, but Chrysalis, he's looking, won't find him. Tavo, get a die back here. Troll dead 80, Mars dead 100 seconds, and this very well just could be an easy game. And Roshan, if they know it's spawning, but obviously they don't.
Oh, the blind side of fish chains.
And they get him. Oh my goodness. No
he thinks
buyback.
they have a ward. He's picking out a ward because that was.
And look
like,
at it respawned when the PL was walking out. This is an Aegis and a cheese.
Yeah, you're just saying exactly what I was talking about with this PL hero. You can't deal with them, and eventually they kite out the fights long enough. You have these BKBs. Morphling versus PL is the prime matchup to be beyond godlike and lose.
Yeah,
as the Morphling. I'm telling you, you just don't do anything to PL once he gets out of that E-Blade burst threshold. He just doesn't care that you exist. And one of the really only heroes in the game that fits that description against Morphling, if not the only hero, does have the full Silver Edge. Quite scary.
How do you bring the PL down then? If you're like, what abilities need to be used on him like consecutively, or is there like, do they have the right abilities and items?
He needs to have his Manta be down and get chain netted by Troll during his ult.
Okay.
That's actually the only way I can imagine them killing him.
K1 Hector, he is not scared. He doesn't have the Aegis or the cheese. Doesn't want it.
Mars is freaking so bad versus PL. We've seen it. He just gets gone on by PL, and you're like, well, I have this guy in my face. What do I do now? And then you just activate your passive and see how long it takes you to die. That's pretty much what you get to do as Mars. Fascinatingly enough, he took the 200 Spear of Mars damage as opposed to the Spear Stun, knowing that he's really never going to spear anybody of relevance because the PL is always up in his face, and it'll just hit an illusion.
So might as well just use it to clear some creeps or something instead.
Even just do some damage to the illusions. Something, you know, it's almost doubles the damage of the spell. So either way, doesn't feel good to do that, but doesn't really make sense also to level something that's never going to hit. Yeah. We do have the Silver Edge as, again, complete. He's going to keep scouting out with that. So once he gets this Basher, man, you can't even BKB TP. You're just dead if he finds you. You're just dead on any hero on Radiant. So even at this point, Morphling could easily just go down.
We do have a full Satanic on the Troll if he wants to go and buy that Reaver. Has a little bit of defense, but you see the game is drastically shifted. You just look where the Radiant is on the map. Always on their side when for what? The first 30 minutes, all on Dire side. And they're running, okay, Whisper, he confident running up that hill. No one there, so he'll be okay.
Dude, this Philosopher's Stone. He had this at, I think, 17 minutes into the game.
Oh, the Lich.
So 18 times 70. That's like 1,400 gold or something. That's a lot. That's
value.
Some serious value.
Middle lane. Costabile just trying to clear it out. Chris Luck doing his job as well. He has not really had a game on this Ember, but he's still 8-6 and 13. You look at his items. There's going to be a fight starting. They roll downhill. Oh, Schofield gets the blink off. Chain Frost is going to be bouncing. It's bouncing between three heroes, but Tavo will finally get it canceled off. Whisper just clearing the creeps. And K1, he gets the Silver Edge. He breaks them up. They're going to look for 40R, but no, he's able to waveform uphill, and they're into the base safely, but how safe really is your base?
I think 40R's item build underestimated the PL. I don't think the Scotty does anything against PL, and he's the problem.
Oh my goodness! They do bring down Chris Luck immediately. Same with Whisper. He lost his Aegis. He might just come alive and die again. He does have the BKB, forced to pop it immediately, but he's just getting right-click. Costabile actually does a ton of damage. Will we get the kill? They do.
They're
so
losing
they bring down the bottom
so Hector,
racks.
that's what he's been doing the whole time, if you're wondering.
But 40R just gets a double kill to 3 for, and now it feels like, wait a minute. Can we maybe do something? Do they know the Leshrac doesn't have buyback?
That was incredibly strange to me. I think you just give the Aegis to PL and let him hit in front of the entire team. I don't know why the Aegis is on the Lesh, because you don't need the Lesh to go siege. You could just let the Lesh sit way in the back, and there's no way he's getting gone on in a way that doesn't make him pop his BKB. I think PL should be allowed to siege with no fear of dying twice. Very odd decision, I think, by Beastcoast, not only giving the Aegis to the Lesh, but sieging with no PL in front. That just makes absolutely no sense to me. Why does he have a heart if he's not going to frontline for the team? That's exactly why you buy the item. So, bit odd, maybe a bit of a throw.
It feels like, because they know there's no buyback on one of them. They don't know about the Ember, but we know the Ember doesn't have buyback. We'll see how safe they play.
But
They
Spear.
get the Spear, and it's perfectly done on Schofield. That makes it a 2v5. Who can take this fight? I'm probably guessing for the 5 here. We'll see. He jumps away, but they know the real one because it stays leashed to him. They get the kill on one. K1's still alive, but maybe they don't care. They want him to stay alive because it is such a tough job. 5v1 Schofield back to life. Same with the Lich. Let's see what happens. Will they get him? No, the Spear doesn't end up connecting, but they get the silence off, and this will be a Schofield kill in maybe a couple of seconds. No Snowball, ate the Remnant.
They can just
die back.
Oh, no. Ember's alive. Ember's alive. Okay, chill out. Chill out.
Yo, here we go. Silver Edge there. Jumps forward. They want to take this fight, and they just want to bring down the Grimstorm. No mana. He gets the Ghost Scepter off, though. Hector still dancing around. They kill Lelis on the backside. And Chris Luck, you can't just be standing there. He might go down again. You're not going to have buyback. This time, will he be able to net him down? He Remnants forward, gets Theo Lacour. Hector is there. They actually know where the real one is. It's going to be a buyback by the Void Spirit. 40R just squaring up on him with those Vampire Fangs, healing up. TP in from Whisper. Do we have a stun? We sure do, and that's going to be the more. How much gold is it going to be?
PL died.
1,200. PL dies as well, so both the big boys go down, but PL buys back. Costa Bile's in here by himself. He does pop his ulti. He has the net on. Will he get Chris Luck? He does. Oh my goodness. Costa Bile's going in. They don't get Whisper. That was so close. Tava almost brings him down, and this game has...
It's been a matter of inches,
I don't know what the
man.
hell is happening. Oh my goodness.
Dude, the butt spears have been my highlight of the game for sure. Tavo, style and odd. Oh, the butt spear! Oh, the Rax, he killed it!
Oh my god, that might have been a kill instead. It will. It's going to be a kill on Tavo. They want to look for Whisper instead.
The leash.
They know he just came back. The leash will attach them together. Yule's into the air. He has a BKB not up for 25 seconds. They get the kill on Hector.
So the troll could hit him.
It's over.
Oh my god, GG.
It's over.
What the hell?
Dude, we just had, oh my, and Hector,
Dude.
Hector with the rage quit, Whisper with the rage quit. I'm not seeing G's. I am not seeing GG's from the Dire. So there's Lelis.
Coming from the Pita Gallery over there.
Yeah, Lelis with the GG, but what a game. The Morphling dies one time at the end, but so did Hector. They both died at the same time. It's like, it looked like one team was going to kill the